It was waiting on my doorstep. No box, no bowl, no note. Just a small paper bag, slightly crumpled, sealed with a single piece of clear tape. I almost didn't notice it, almost kicked it aside as I fumbled for my keys, but something made me pause, the way it sat there not demanding attention, just there. Inside, one jar of homemade jam, strawberry I think, the kind with seeds still in it and a label handwritten in shaky ink. July sweet and soft. No name, no sender, no clue, just a jar. And something in me softened. I hadn't told anyone I was struggling, hadn't posted about it, hadn't answered texts or calls. I'd gone quiet, the kind of quiet that makes even breathing feel like effort. And yet, someone noticed. Someone thought of me. I placed the jar on my kitchen counter, stared at it like it might speak. That night I made toast, buttered it, opened the jar. The scent was sun and sugar. Summer captured, warmth preserved. I took one bite and nearly cried. Not because it was perfect, but because someone cared enough to leave sweetness on my doorstep. It reminded me of being 5, of toast after rainy afternoons, of the way my grandmother used to press her cool hands against my forehead and say, "You're not alone, darling. Even the silence has arms." And suddenly this jam, this tiny, quiet gift, felt like arms. I thought about who it could have been. The old woman 2 floors down who always smiles but never says much. The neighbor who once saw me cry in the hallway and looked away with kindness. Someone from church. A stranger who just noticed. Maybe I wasn't supposed to know. Maybe the not knowing was the point. Because it meant that kindness had no strings. No expectations, just presence. And I realized healing doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it comes in small jars. Unannounced, unexplained, but perfectly timed. I scraped the last bit of jam 2 weeks later, saved the jar, put it on my windowsill with a tiny candle inside, so when the sun hits it just right in the evening, it glows red gold like it's still full of sugar, of care, of memory. Sometimes I light the candle, not because I need light, but because I want to say thank you to whoever, to whatever, to the quiet goodness that still finds its way to me. The quietest gift taught me the loudest truth. You don't have to be visible to be loved. You don't have to speak to be heard. You don't have to ask to be remembered.